Is a mess. This place is a mess. Hopefully I won't knock off anything right now. Anyhow, today is Sunday. It's my recording day, and for the first time I'm actually recording it a few hours before you watching this lovely video with me during the premiere, because I'm really committed to our weekly uploads and no excuses. So as you can see, I'm not spray painting, but I'm painting, I'm folding. As I'm finishing this canvas, right? Well, I'm not even finishing it. I'm kind of halfway through it. No, I've been faffing with it a couple of days, right? Been thinking to myself what to record, not to miss out a weekly upload. And then I looked at my YouTube channel on the playlist, and it occurred to me that so far I have recorded 99 from folds to walls videos. Just in this series, I have more videos than that, but this specific series, from folds to walls. And I thought to myself, well, let me make an easy video for myself today. Well, it's not that easy in production because I decided to have two-angled camera for this setup. Anyhow, I thought to myself, let me do a reaction video to my first from folds to walls video. So this is it, what we're doing today. So I've never done it before, and it'll be only one take. Anyhow, I'm making the video of painting this commissioned canvas, so it will come up sometime soon, so don't you worry. Right, so this is my reaction camera over here. This is my setup camera view anyway. So as you can see, from folds to walls, 99 videos. Let's go to the very first one. Origami beaver. It is origami beaver, indeed. 316 views, uploaded on the 3rd of September 2014. 2014, this is not when I started painting origami. This is when I started documenting my journey of painting origami, right? So this is my first approach to YouTube. Okay, what else I can see? No comments! Guys, can I ask you to, after having watched this reaction video, to go onto this very first video and just comment on it, let yourself know. I would really much appreciate it. But I have 9 likes. I still have dislike button? I thought YouTube did away with dislike button, right? Anyhow, okay, let's watch it. Okay, nice scenery, bit of adventure, exploring, right? Exploring my Wellington boots. Okay, first thing you can notice, the location. I painted this piece in Poland, about like 25 minutes away by bicycle from my childhood home. I recorded this during my visit to Poland in August. At that time I had already lived in London for 8 years. In summer I come to Poland for about a month or 3 weeks. So yeah, and obviously I'm mooshing the background. It's really rough. I didn't have much motion. It was just scraps of some old motion, and I did not try to match it with the natural moss of the very raw kind of old concrete there. It was just a kind of a, yeah, some sort of a background to prevent the spray paint seeping into the wall. I'm rolling, yeah, cool. So you can tell, I can tell that I painted it without a grid, no grid. And at that time I would just freehand my origami. No grids, no doodle grid, no nothing. I just painted it straight from my design. Also, what you can notice quite easily, in 2014 I was already rocking my infamous scorpion tail / antenna on top of my head. That's kind of iconic. Okay, good sketch so far. Just sketching it out, Nice creative shot to give you where I was, just obviously in the stream. I can see at that time I painted with Tana Black and MTN 94. These days I paint exclusively with Belton because I find them like the color range and durability, longevity is the best for me personally. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Nice reflection. I can hear it's Fat Cap or Astro Cap. Nice shots, nice creative shots. Okay, let me just turn down the volume a little bit. Right. Obviously, well, you might think naturally it's a GoPro shot, but no, at that time I did not have GoPro. I did not have GoPro till much later. At that time, I started with a Sony NEX6, which was one of the first Sony's ASPCs on the market. It was the bomb. So this shot is handheld, but the other shot's on my sister's tripod. Agatha, are you still mad at me for spoiling your tripod with spray paint? Oh, this is amazing shot. Absolutely love the shot. You know, you can see the tunnel. This piece is still there. So whenever I go, I see it just being there and deteriorating, or I would say aging really nicely. It's faded, but you need to know that in the area there are beavers. So it was really thought through for me. I really just thought what to paint there. Obviously forests and just that beaver by the stream in that tunnel with that wooden kind of a structure to the right. You can see it was a kind of a fencing. Everything was thought through, so it's not coincidental. So, you know, that's how the first video from folds to walls really thought about location. And, you know, early on, I was all about just painting to a location. Not always is given I'm painting something to a location, but often in my videos, as you might have known, I design to a location. And this is a perfect example of this, and that's what I've carried throughout all these long years, right? It's really nice shots, wide, you know. Fantastic shot here. In the distance, you can see is a bridge, like a kind of a flyover for bicycles and cars. This road these days is much more busier than it was back in the day, but I was still kind of looking over my shoulder for any potential, you know, people wanting to call 911, because obviously I did not have permission for this, right? A really lovely shot. The piece is really finished. Nice stream. Another great shot. I can tell, you can tell I'm almost finished there. Just painting creases. Working on the tail, but you can see that, you know, even in early videos, I was thinking about the frames and, you know, just to tell you the story with the frame so that you can feel where I am. What a creative shot here. This is obviously my design, and it's important to know that then it wasn't the first origami I painted. I started painting origami few years before that. This is when I started documenting my origami journey. So this is the first video on my channel in the series From Folds to Walls, when I figured out that I would be painting not only origami cranes or origami paper planes as it was at the very beginning. So I remember, I think I got this. Yeah, I just Googled an image of a beaver and I was looking for a kind of a composition of it. I was looking for a certain stance of a beaver, an angle, and what I did was, on the drawing, I actually faked the folds and creases. So I thought to myself, okay, how I can simplify this illustration and make it look kind of believable as an origami. So it was very crucial for me is that the beaver was just sideways. It was very flat because I was early in the journey. So that's why it's so sideways, but you can see my thought process. I just drew those kind of folds, taking into account my understanding of origami and, you know, the whole science about it. A really lovely shot. Regarding that driftwood, so obviously I found those driftwood and positioned it there like the beaver is, you know, building the dam. And yeah, that was very clever and crucial for the piece to tie it all together. And well, I'm really impressed. It looks really good. Like the creases and, you know, the painting of texture is very rudimentary for me because it was very early on the journey. But in terms of how I build the folds, the segments of an eagle, I'm pretty impressed. It makes sense. It does make sense. Lovely shots. More of a location. Okay, this is the ending frame, right? This is the ending frame. What can you see here is the cover of that was my first EPs. No, it wasn't my first EP. It was my second EP, Cloud Quartet. Many of you might not know I started not started as a rapper. Like back in the day, I thought I would be a rapper and a graffiti artist at the same time. So at that time, I was pursuing two of these passions. You know, the last time I made music was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Anyway, that's when I killed off that career. But this is a topic for another video if you're interested, why I stopped my music career. Well, because there was no career there. Do you want me to tell you that story in a different video? Anyhow, if you're that eager, you can still go on iTunes, Google Play and Spotify, and I believe all my music discography is still there. It might be fun for you to explore and see to learn more about who I am as an artist and where I came from. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyhow, it's out there for the record, really, because I think it gives the full understanding of my story. And in that music, you can hear origami, 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 paper, paper, paper as well. Just my obsession was present there everywhere. You can tell it by the, by the backdrop of that music cover. I actually built that backdrop myself. It's hundreds of paper planes stuck to a wall that I sat in front of it. I made it myself. A photo taken by a Cormac McGloin. Shout out Cormac. And yeah, check out that music. I'm not pushing for it, but you know, I still get 1/1,000,000th of a cent for each play. Anyhow, okay, let's leave it. Okay, it ends just with a music cover. Anyhow, yeah, so kind of reaction video to my first From Folds to Walls series. Hopefully you found it entertaining, because the purpose of it was to entertain you, but also to kind of understand where I come from as an artist and how my graffiti and origami style has evolved over the years. So it's quite cool. Well, I enjoyed looking at it. I haven't watched this video for years, obviously, but do check it out. Check out my other videos, old videos. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Just looking back at the From Faults to Walls series, 99 videos so far. I'm not sure how I'm going to celebrate the 100th From Faults to Walls video. It might be a regular video, it might be a special video, you know, to emphasize on that number. I don't know yet. And to be honest, I don't know where it's happening because I'm currently super stressed about this commission. So I figure out I need to finish it until next weekend, so that it dries for a few days. This is oil painting, and then on the 19th of December I'm flying out to Poland for Christmas. So I'm not sure whether the 100th video will happen in Poland or here this year or next year, but I think this was very entertaining perspective for me and for you, especially for you. So in total, I have 206 videos. What are these 107th other videos about? Wow. Anyway. 206 videos, 510 followers. Thank you for checking in, and especially shout out to everyone who is watching the premiere with me right now every Sunday, 5 p.m. UTC, Universal Time. And yeah, let's do this. And as always, origami riots, folding all day, every day, and I'm out. Well, I'm not out, I'm like this, and I'm finishing it, so I'm in, but I'm out. Bye.